All right, good morning, YouTube. Hello, hello. We are at Gyeongju today, starting at the wonderful tourist center, where you can get your handy-dandy map of all the locations, not just in Gyeongju, but of all the famous locations in Gyeongju. But today we're visiting the Mar. I've never actually been here before. It's the Gyeongju folk village, essentially, which is very funny because Gyeongju is a very famous chicken brand. So I wonder what that is in common. But let's take a look at the map. There you guys go. We are down here, up, and then we're just gonna explore this whole village today. I don't actually really know what's in this village, other than I think they're doing some event right now for this weekend that I had, sorry, not this weekend, next weekend, that I had no idea about. But that's later in the evening. We're just gonna explore during the day and see what we can do. As I know, in this village, there is a lot of classes and some restaurants and cafes and stuff. But I also heard that there is the oldest house of the richest, of the richest man, but I don't know if he's specifically in this village or not. There is a man that was considered the richest man in Gyeongju. I'm curious about this, but I guess it's closed today. That's a shame. Anyways, you can also rent some hanbok over there and participate in many classes. So maybe we'll do some classes today, see if they actually have any availability or something. I'm walking around, but I hear this guy angrily yelling. Oh, I think they're making some mochi. Or tok, I should say, rather, not mochi. Oh.
여기는 노는 곳이 아니야. 놀러 가는 곳이야.
We can hammer it. Interesting. Oh, I want to do that. Now we watch the professional do it. Oh, nice. That was a pretty fun experience. I don't know if, how well you guys got that or how well you heard it because the mic. Oh, that was kind of fun. I always wanted to do that. Just beat the living crap out of some rice cake. I don't know what that is exactly was because it was not regular rice cake, but I'll have to stop by that cafe later because that was super cool. Take out your anger and stress. They're probably a lot more relaxed back then if they could do that every day. Whew. Ah, that was fun. All right, so even though this isn't technically part of the village, we do have the Warjeong Bridge here, and I've never ever been to it or even crossed it. So let's go check that out since we're here. And I believe today they have like a marathon going on. That's why all these tents are set up. I don't know how long the marathon is. It's not a running marathon, it's a walking marathon. They do a couple of these during this time. I didn't realize there's one this weekend or today. I don't know what time they started, but let's go to the bridge, check it out, and then come back to the village. All right, before we cross the bridge here, I wanted to check out the Gyeongju Hongbugwan over here. I think it's a little museum of the Gyeongju Mar, so we might as well check it out, see what's inside. Some history, some learning. Oh, it smells really nice in here. I don't know how to describe it. It's like, oh, it smells like fresh wood. Oh, it's nice. Oh, and we can see the whole village. Oh, it's actually bigger than I thought. So I'm trying to find Choi's house. I assume Choi's house is that one. That's the richest guy. I can only assume, maybe. Well, I was completely wrong about where the house was, but I did find out where it is. The guy inside was very helpful. We're gonna cross the bridge first, kind of check out the bridge, and then we're gonna come back here and make our way to Mr. Choi's house. Yeah, I want to see this so beloved house. So we can go up apparently. I didn't know that. Let's go up. It's very steep. Like each block is very tall. Wow. Wow. So we can just kind of be in the interior. I thought we could like walk across, but it's kind of like a mini little museum. I assume this is the original wood. Oh, this was used to prevent erosion, but I mean, obviously, I think erosion is going to happen no matter what we use. And I guess this is the structure they used to build. Is it interlocking? I think it is. I don't think they used any, like, what would be glue or anything to put these together. Wow. Except, you know, maybe these parts here. Super cool. Wow. Well, it's cool just alone to be inside. All right, some information. There's a very kind elderly lady who actually knows a lot of English. I was kind of shocked about that. But anyways, that's besides the point. I wanted to know about the bridge because I don't know anything about the bridge, why it's here. I was correct, it is a restoration. Unfortunately, I asked why. It just, you know, there was actually no unfortunate accident. It was a very, very, very old bridge built a long time ago. And so it just naturally kind of crumpled. And then so they built this new one. Why the bridge was built? Well, on this side that we're going to, let me flip you guys around. This exit here, we have the South Mountain. On this mountainside, we explored it at the museum, but over here, a little further down, there's just hundreds, well, were hundreds of pagodas and Buddhist temples on this other side, all over the place, littered all over the place. And at the time, the king needed a way to obviously go to these pagodas, go to this historical area. And they had a bridge originally, not as extravagant as this one. They had like a tiny dinky old bridge. And so they wanted to build a little bit more extravagant one because, of course, you know, king's going through, so he's got to have himself an extravagant bridge going across. And that's why this bridge was built. I don't know if that's really the only reason. I mean, I don't know what the land exactly looked like, you know, hundreds of years ago, but this was after Chile unified Korea and when Buddhism was in full effect. The reason I'm not entirely sure, I don't know if they had other bridges or not. I mean, was this really the only bridge they could go across? Was this the only feasible location they could go across? I'm very curious about that part. So, but regardless, we have this bridge because of it. Obviously, again, restoration. And on the right side, they have the excavation area of, I think they found some old pieces of the original bridge, but obviously it's super, super old. But yeah, we're gonna go back across now. There's more stuff over there. I would like to see those pagodas, but most of them are gone now, but there is a UNESCO World Heritage Site that the lady was talking about. I don't know how far, so that is gonna be a latter video. But yeah, this is very cool. It's very nice to actually learn about it and actually, you know, now you guys too. Anyways, let's go find Choni's house. Oh, I think we made it, but I don't know if we can actually go in today, I guess. But he was very rich in the terms of noblesse oblige, or oblige, or however you want to say it. Yeah, I guess we can't go in today. It's a real shame. But yeah, he was very, very, very wealthy man, but he was a very wealthy man, but not just in terms of like money, but in terms of like wealth spreading, I guess. He would be a very big part of the community, and his family's been doing so for, I guess, the past 400 years, which is very cool. I don't know how you would take that. I mean, a rich guy sharing his wealth is kind of something that doesn't happen these days, I feel like. So maybe it's kind of cool that it happened in the past, and it'll never happen again, I guess. Anyways, it's a shame. I thought we could go visit the house, but I guess maybe it's only open in the weekday or Saturday. I have to come back and check it out later, but let's keep going around the village. Okay, so we can actually head inside the house. I guess that was the academy, which makes sense. It did say academy, but this is the official house. Okay, we have a little excerpt here. So apparently I guess the house was built around 1779, and he was born in 1884, I guess, Cheojun, and he lived till 1970. So I thought it was a lot older than that, but actually more recent than I thought. Anyways, he was not only rich because of his family and in terms of like spreading wealth, but also he fought as a freedom fighter for the colonial Japan, for the colonial Japan era. So he would donate a lot of money to help support those fighting against the Japanese. And he was a big man of culture as well. He did put in time in prison because the Japanese finally got him. But even after being released from jail and back to his home, he never stopped fighting. He never stopped supporting those who were also going to be future leaders. He donated to various universities to help nurture those leaders. He did actually quite a lot. So I can understand why he was a well-respected person amongst the community and all of Korea, essentially. The government awarded him a medal officially as well. And yeah, this man has done a lot for Korea and should be remembered. This is actually really cool. I thought he was just a rich guy, so it's kind of nice to learn some more history. It'd be kind of weird, I guess, to go to a rich guy's house and be like, oh yeah, this guy was rich. Okay, well, he's got this 6 instructions. I guess these are the principles he lived by. Very interesting. Some of these are a little dated, but I guess they could still have some resonance. Check out the rest of the house area. Oh wow. This is actually really cool because normally we just kind of get to visit palaces and things like that. I think this is the first time I've actually been in like an old historical house. Like this isn't a palace or anything. This was just at the time, a very, very, very nice house. Like for a house that was built in 1770, it still feels very old. But I'm sure it was nicer at the time. Wow, this back garden is absolutely beautiful. This is really cool. This definitely was a house. Very, 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 very rich house. I don't think anyone would come even close to having this kind of house. All right, well, that was the Choi family home. That was a lot more enlightening than I thought it'd be. It was super cool to actually kind of walk around a house as opposed to like a palace usually. I did notice, however, next door there is a Gyeongju. Gyeongju is like one of Korea's finest wines, but it's not open today. Again, Sunday sucks. Sunday sucks, YouTube. Never go anywhere on a Sunday. I'll have to come back here. I have to come back here because there's a lot of places we can't go to because I guess I can only assume it's because it's Sunday that they're not open. But let's keep walking around, see if there's anything else we can maybe walk into or see. This is very cool. We have like this cafe that was made, but this was the original house of Choijun. This is the birthplace, but they turned into a cafe, which is pretty cool. All right, well, we've kind of made the tour. I think there's 1 or 2 buildings that I wasn't able to go to, but other than that, I think we did the whole village. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was. Definitely a lot more to see, and it's just a little unfortunate that I think the day. Oh, we actually do have something open. Hold on, YouTube. So this was the building one of the buildings that was closed off earlier that I saw from outside here because I saw these very clearly targets for bow, but there doesn't seem to be anybody here. But I think you could just deposit some won. I'm not sure, but I didn't want to. I wanted to make sure I could find someone first before I asked any questions. But I think you can just deposit some won, and they have a couple of games here. I think it's also a restaurant as well. It's very unique. I'm not sure. But they did open it, so someone has to be here, right? Well, I didn't really find anyone inside, but there was a cute doggo that licked my hand a lot, so there was that. Anyways, I think we've done the whole village. Like I said, we were able to go in there, but would be nice to kind of check out the handmade pottery stuff, and especially the Gyeongju place. I would have liked to check that out, but I think that's good. Well, YouTube, we end our video where we started, in the main kind of plaza area. Now, as I said, I did see that they're doing something at night around 6 p.m., but unfortunately I do have plans at that time, so I will not be here till 6 p.m. But that doesn't mean that they're only going to do it once. They'll probably do it again next year, so we'll have to remember to check that out. But this place is super cool. It's a nice little place to walk in. There's no fee or anything like that. It's not one of the villages that you have to pay. Anyone can walk in. Super close to Hwanghae-Gear, so if you're walking around Hwanghae-Gear, definitely come over here to check it out. Maybe if you want to grab some food here, if you want to check out one of the classes here, I definitely recommend it. It's a cool place to walk around, and maybe rent one of the hanboks and get a hanbok and walk around. But this has been super fun. I've never been here, and definitely worth visiting again, especially maybe at a time to visit those classes. So YouTube, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed another awesome video, and I'll see you guys next week for another video. Thank you. 잘 가.